Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. We back. It's Brian and Kenzie. Woo! Do a woo, Case.
Woo!
Yikes.
Really delayed.
And also just not emphatic.
Yeah.
Do you want me to try again?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Okay, Kenzie said yes, so go ahead, try again.
Woo!
A little better.
A little better, a little Ric Flair-ish, a little bit
A little
light.
bit.
Yeah.
Brian, I have a question right off the bat.
Okay.
Since we weren't here yesterday, and we've been so well behaved, and Limp Bizkit was in town over the weekend, can we please do the break stuff intro?
Oh.
It'd be so nice. We weren't here on a Monday. It's Tuesday. We're live. Let's do a little Limp
Going
Bizkit.
up on a Tuesday. Do the song.
Kenzie's going up on a Tuesday.
Period.
All right, here we go. Let's feel it. Let's go.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. Your best bet is to stay away, mother. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he says, she says bullshit. I think you better quit, let it slip, or you'll be leaving with a fat lip.
Boom. Okay, you're right, Case. That was a good call. And also, I see a lot of the texts coming in from Midlothian. I see one for sure. That is Marty checking in from Midlothian. So thank you. Appreciate you. To not, Case, thanks for reminding me to play that. For sure.
I do what I can.
You do a lot. You're good.
I do what I can. Welcome back, guys.
Well, listen, yeah, we were off. Took a little vacay.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Everyone here tried.
Isn't it funny? Like, we don't, believe it or not, we haven't taken many vacation days this year. Like a couple, like 4 or 5.
Because people confuse corporate holidays with actual just flat out vacation days. So
Yeah.
besides corporate holidays,
Right.
we have not taken many a vacation
Something
days.
like 5, I think, of the whole year. So, and listen, we appreciate people that don't get enough, and you should have more. Everybody should have more vacation
Hey,
days.
man, we should barely work. Anybody. What is life?
So, both me and Kenzie had the Friday debacle. Well, I was actually flying Friday, and boy, that didn't happen. Thanks to Case, the producer, for alerting me. Case sent me a text at 5 in the morning. You might not. Okay, good news, bad news. You get these texts from Case with no emojis, by the way, to lighten things up ever. So let me know. There's something going on in the world right now. I know you're waking up and you're going to fly, and I don't need to get in the long story of it, but we didn't get out. We were supposed to go to Nashville to visit my mom. And it didn't happen. And a lot of people said you could drive, and I go, I know I can drive. I've done the drive, but it was too late by the time we got the information that we couldn't fly. So it was messed up. And, I didn't get really angry until
Yes.
I am unusually angry at the city of Dayton, Ohio right now.
Really?
Yes, because
You weren't even there.
first off, I was born in Ohio, and I'm proud of the state I grew up in, and Ohioans, and I'm all good with it.
You're proud of Ohio?
I was born.
Settle down, Case, where my mom's from. Actually, fun fact, Brian and my mom are from the same pretty decently small town, Toledo, Ohio.
Damn straight. Listen, I'm not gonna listen. I was born there. I was bred there.
Yikes.
But we're sitting there in our flight to Nashville, a more popular target than Dayton, Ohio, right?
Why?
Thank you, Kenzie.
All right, go off, King. What's up?
So
I try to support you. What do you want me to do?
so I'm at O'Hare trying to get our gate set up with all that crowd. What's it called again? Crowdsource. CrowdStrike's a video game. I'm sorry. I think
What's crowdsource?
whatever
What do you mean?
whatever the thing that crashed that caused all the airlines not to fly Monday.
I thought it was Microsoft.
Well,
No.
So wasn't it Microsoft?
no, because it's their company. I think they're a third party. They kept saying that.
Yeah, I bet they were like, well, it's not really us. Yes, it is.
It was CrowdStrike. It was CrowdStrike.
CrowdStrike.
Oh, I thought CrowdStrike was a video game. It was-
I think it's both.
yeah.
I think a video gamer hacked it. That's what you're thinking of. And ruined everyone's life.
So our gate, was supposed to be Nashville, and then finally they say your flight's canceled through the app. And so I walk back to the gate, and I go, well, there's people getting on that plane. Where are they going? And she goes, Dayton, Ohio.
That's tough.
And I said,
No one's in a hurry to get there. That's not fair.
again, I'm proud of my heritage of Ohio, but I've been to Dayton. No one wants to go to Dayton, Ohio, unless you're going home there and you can't get out, you know? And I literally said that to her. I go, wait, so Dayton's more important than Nashville?
I bet Nashville's like, honestly, please cancel the flights here. They're like, solid, awesome. We're looking for flights to cancel.
We need a little break on Broadway down there.
They're like, we don't need any more bachelorette parties. Please, for the love of God, if you have flights coming here, just cancel them.
So I really did. I clenched my fist almost to where your fingernails cause it to bleed, you know, when you clench it. And I go, Dayton, Ohio, Dayton. I went back to Megan and Harper sitting there like 8 gates over because there was nowhere to sit. I go, they're sending our plane to Dayton, Ohio. She goes, first off, that's a plane that's going to Dayton. That wasn't our plane that's going to Dayton.
Right, it was my plane.
It was my plane.
I saw it. I said
peed
dibs.
on it.
No, when it rolled up, he said dibs. And nobody respected that.
I wanted to be Harrison Ford in Air Force One. I go, get off my plane. And just
Haven't seen it.
Oh, Case.
You've seen that, right, Kenzie?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's great. Great impression.
Get off my plane. We're going to Nashville. So anyway, we had a good, fun weekend.
Well, and Brian was DMing my husband because my husband was at the airport, too.
I thought he was at O'Hare, actually. I got
No.
confused, and he was already in Minnesota.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what happened is we drove, me, Baby, and Justin drove Thursday.
Right.
And Tristan stayed with Justin's mom, my mother-in-law.
Right.
Because he had baseball tryouts. I don't even talk about it. Okay. We planned the entire family reunion around his baseball schedule. The entire family reunion. And then tryouts came out. And it's on the exact date. I'm like, I'm going to punch through a wall.
Right.
Anywho.
The odds.
Yes.
There's 365 days.
It's unbelievable. I go, you know they're not playing till next year, right? But okay.
This is kind of like Sum 41's retirement. Like,
It's
we're going to retire in 5 years.
I don't know. I'm going to throw myself off a building. But anyways, so we had that. So I go, here's what we're doing. The problem is that the tryouts were from 5:30 to 7:30 in the evening, Thursday and Friday.
Got it.
And I'm like, I cannot travel in the middle of the night with the baby. I don't know how that's going to go. And the next day is the family reunion and a family photo shoot. So if it's bad and then he's a disaster. So we drove Thursday. Then my husband left his car and he was flying out super early Friday morning, right?
Yeah.
And then super late Friday night with Tristan.
To come back. To your family reunion in Minnesota.
So not only did he get stuck, he actually made, after a 4-hour delay, his flight back to Chicago, right?
Correct.
But his car was in Minnesota. So once the flight, he got delayed till 2. It was supposed to be like a 9:30 flight. It got delayed till 2 in the morning. Then they booked him on a different flight that was at 2:30. Then that one also got canceled, okay? 2:30 in the morning, he has no car because his car is at our house in Minnesota. He had to sleep at the car rental place to wait for it to open at 5.
Ooh, that's a rough look.
But also, he goes, there was a line, so people were sleeping in a line.
So he's with Tristan
Yes.
overnight, sleeping at like the Hertz or whatever.
Yes, woke up at 5, got a rental car, didn't make it till noon on Saturday, so we had to reschedule the photo shoot. It was an absolute disaster. And I don't know about you, Brian, but we are knocking on United's door for compensation because I'm like, I'm not paying for this rental car. $300 for a day.
So
Because it was like supply and demand, baby.
$300 for a day?
It was a $300, not including gas.
Yeah.
$300.
Damn.
I know.
Well, we got our flight on miles, so they got those right back. And then I said to Megan, well, we got to call United about our Uber. It was $70 to O'Hare.
So what you do is you go on their website, and there's a
Correct.
place where you can submit all the stuffy stuff.
Well, then she did that, and I go, we came home and got Jimmy John's. I'm putting that.
Yeah, see, here's what you messed up. You should have ate at the airport. That's where you dropped the ball.
Well, I don't care. I got home. I'm putting that receipt on there for the
I
Jimmy
think
John's.
I think that's where you dropped the ball. Because at airport, you could have totally submitted that receipt.
Well, I'm going to get that money back somehow.
You write on the receipt at O'Hare, like in pen.
That's right. Get off my plane. Give me my Jimmy John's back.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And this fact actually verifies something that I've believed forever, and actors and actresses deny this completely, that during a sex scene in a movie that they get aroused. They always say, well, it's not intimate. There's camera people. It's really actually the most non-sexual or romantic thing ever.
Because there's a million people around, bright lights in your face, a boom mic like right above your head.
Yeah.
You can't see it.
Yeah, they always say that, actors, and when they're married especially, they say that because they're making out with like Sofia Vergara or something like that, and they're like, oh, I didn't like it at all. It was terrible. It was sucked. You know, they always say that. But this fact kind of verifies that it's true, that they have to calm actors down when they get aroused during a sex scene. And there's a way they do that. And I'm going to tell you, that's the fact that's going to blow your mind today on how they do that.
Is that like pictures of your mom?
Now, if that's your guess, I won't answer it right or wrong, but you're right that you think that would be it,
Yeah.
right? Case, what do you think it might be?
Well, is it pictures of Brian's mom or pictures of the actor's mom?
I would think the actors, because, you know, Brian's mom.
Bringing it.
Yeah, it's a piece.
Yeah, she still got her fastball. Not bad. I don't know. I think they throw a bucket of cold water on him.
Oh, that's funny. Cold
I'm sure the
water.
hair and makeup department would really appreciate that.
After every take.
So Kenzie says they show a picture of their mom. You say they throw a bucket of cold water on them to stop being
Ideally,
aroused.
yeah.
Well, there's something Hollywood does when the actors get too aroused during a sex scene, and you're not going to believe it. We'll tell you what it is at 6:30.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
All right, time for a fact that makes your brain go. And again, I was really excited to see this one this morning because it confirmed what I've always said, that when actors and actresses have sex scenes, they are really getting excited with that person. And they always say, it's not exciting. There's 15 people around. We're getting makeup. They're moving us different positions to look right for the camera, and it's not really fun. Listen, it's fun. I'm not an actor, and I'm not, I never did that, but it's got to be fun.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Brad Pitt told Jennifer, listen, it's not a big deal. And then he falls in love with Angelina Jolie on set. There's a lot of falling in love on set. That's why I don't buy that there's no intimacy.
Yeah.
A ton of people fall in love on set. A lot.
And listen.
Zendaya,
What'd she do?
she, what?
Oh, she left her husband, right?
No, wow, young. I'm saying she fell in love during Spider-Man. She's still with him.
I thought she left somebody she was with to go with the guy she made out with in the movie.
I don't think so, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know what she had going on prior.
What'd she do?
I think you just have Euphoria storylines confused with real life.
Yeah.
Maybe. But there are a lot of situations like that where people have met on a movie and then all of a sudden they're dating and they leave their wife or their husband for the person they were making out with. So,
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but so Jessica Simpson, when she was in Dukes of Hazzard?
yes.
Who was the jackass guy? Was
Johnny
it
Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville was on it, not Steve-O. I was like, who was it? They fell in love on set and they were both married.
What?
And she wrote about it in her book.
She wrote a book?
Oh, settle down.
It was about tuna. Chicken of the sea.
So they fell in love on set of Dukes of Hazzard.
But they didn't break up with their significant others.
No, but they were both in love with each other. They've talked about it.
Wow.
Isn't that weird?
Well, she looked fantastic as Daisy Duke in the Dukes of Hazzard movie.
Well, yeah, but that's not the point.
You understand where Johnny Knoxville is coming from.
Listen, it was amazing.
Yeah, those two fell in love, and then they were both in relationships.
Yeah. Well, married is even more than a relationship. Like,
Yeah,
it's real.
that's a tough one, isn't it?
Jeez. I never heard that story. Wow, that's amazing. Well, here's what they do. They have people on set called an intimacy manager. An intimacy manager. A coordinator, if you will, that when people
It sounds like a job you would want.
Oh. Well,
Could you imagine your beacon of safety is Brian? Not good.
if I want-
A master of puppets, if you will.
That's right. So they're not supposed to get aroused, obviously, but they do. It happens sometimes. And the intimacy coordinator on set does not throw water on them, like Kay said.
That's a shame.
Does not bring a picture of their mom, like Kenzie said, to calm things down.
These are good ideas they should use.
They tell the actor to get up and do push-ups and jumping jacks. So it's only the actor. They can't tell if I don't know, I'm not going to get just, specific there, but they can't tell if the woman's getting aroused, but they can tell if the guy is.
Isn't more blood pumping bad?
That's what I would have thought.
Yeah,
But
doesn't that get everything going?
But apparently when you do push-ups, it takes blood away from that region and moves it to your arms or your heart or whatever, and so it calms down. Now, I've never tried that, I'm not going to try to get excited here.
Brian, I want you to get aroused right now.
This is unfair. I don't want to participate in this.
Kenzie, show him a little shoulder. Brian, get aroused and start doing jumping jacks.
Shoulder.
I can't do this.
All of a sudden,
Where's our intimacy coordinator? I feel uncomfortable.
They don't get here till 7.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
All right, we just gave you the fact that makes your brain go, which is that Hollywood intimacy coordinators, when they see a sex scene they're filming go a little too far and somebody get aroused, meaning the man, they stand them up and make them do jumping jacks and push-ups to get the blood flow to go somewhere else. And that's how they stop that. So they can
I feel like why does
continue.
They officially hired someone to walk in and go, start doing jumping jacks. Don't you think you just tell the actor, hey, start doing jumping jacks? If anything happens, you could eliminate a position on set. I'm not trying to take anyone's job.
Sounds like you're trying to take away an intimacy coordinator.
I mean, like, would they get a degree in that?
I was just going to see how much does a Hollywood intimacy coordinator make, and I really do. That'd be
Well,
great.
they have them at like theater school. I worked with one at Columbia College Chicago.
You worked with somebody that
Why,
was
were
studying.
you just like, getting boners while you're doing improv?
Yeah, Kenzie, I was too turned on while doing improv, and they needed to call somebody. No,
That's not what they meant by yes and. Like, somehow.
By the way, you may be shocked to find out that they can make $1,500 a day. And that means on a movie set, let's say with a couple sex scenes, and they have to be there every day no matter what.
Yeah.
$60,000 to $90,000 a year a Hollywood intimacy coordinator can make.
Do you think the training is they just run in the room at like just in different uncomfortable settings? Be like, do jumping jacks. They run in the room, push-ups. Like, how do you train?
The trousers getting a little tight. Can you send it to the intimacy coordinator? Who's watching? I guess that's their job to watch
Yeah,
and see if
that's their
something's
Just
going.
zoom in?
Yeah. Like the scene was supposed to end and the guy just keeps going, I guess.
I guess Nickelodeon had a bunch of aspiring
Ew,
intimacy
that's
coordinators,
right.
unfortunately.
So, let's transition from that and talk about the Wienermobile here in Chicago. How about that? Sad days for the Wienermobile. We got to we're going to pour one out for the Wienermobile, which is based here in Chicago. It's very sad. The Wienermobile crashed on the Tri-State Tollway near Oak Brook. This happened over the weekend. The picture of the Wienermobile on a flatbed tow truck is maybe the best picture I've seen in a long time.
Oh,
It is sad. It is sad.
sad. No one's respecting it.
The wiener actually looks really small. Much smaller than I thought
it
of the
was
truck.
average.
said.
I thought it looked average.
You look average. Because it looks really big when you see the picture of just the car, but when you see it on the
It is
flatbed
big.
truck, it doesn't look so big.
Well, that's why guys don't really. It's like I shave. It's comparison stuff.
Maybe the jumping jacks before they put it on the truck.
Can I tell you something kind of funny?
Sure.
My first radio interview ever was with the Wienermobile in Minneapolis.
With the truck itself or the person who drives it?
Yeah. So basically, I worked on a morning show in Minneapolis, and they sent me out. They found out the Wienermobile was very close to the studio, and they sent me to go talk to him. And I was still in college, and I'm like, I don't know what you want from me, because this is a big morning show. And they're like, just, I don't know, ask it something funny. And I'm like, okay, it's a lot of pressure. We're live on the radio. I didn't have time to prep. So I asked how long the Wienermobile was, and then I asked if it got shorter when it was cold.
I like that.
And that was my first radio interview.
What were the answers?
Same size when it's cold. Good for that Wienermobile. Good for them.
This happened north on the tollway, so maybe you saw it. It got struck by another car, lost control, and then it rolled over. There's actual video of it rolling over.
Struck the Wienermobile.
It's not very nice.
The audacity.
To come up behind the Wienermobile.
Yeah, give it some respect.
Usually the Wienermobile comes up behind the cars, you see.
That's right.
Look at that. Look at that.
You'd think it would have a motorcade, because I had this when I found out the Wienermobile crashed. I had the same reaction as when I found out Biden was stepping down, where it's like, oh my God, you're not going to believe this. I told my girlfriend, my kids, I said, come here, look at this, the Wienermobile crashed.
Yeah.
Well, it's big stuff, and it just gets brushed over because of all the Biden stuff.
Yeah.
No one's focused.
A new presidential candidate. No one talks about the Wienermobile.
Yeah.
That's why this country's in the shape it's in.
Exactly. Nobody puts respect on things that need it.
Oh, it's terrible. Well, that's why we're giving it attention today. Everybody's okay. They're actually grateful. A spokesman for the Wienermobile said, we're grateful everybody is safe. There were no injuries. and we're offering ongoing support for our hot doggers, and we appreciate the support we received from local authorities. Safety on the road is top priority for us. Hot doggers are the employees who drive the Wienermobile.
Hot dog.
Oh, that's amazing.
Here's my thought on the Wienermobile. Is there anything else on earth that brings people as much joy as the Wienermobile? You're having a bad day, tears are streaming down your face, and the Wienermobile drives by, everything gets better.
Well, I'd also like to, it'd be a great test. There can't be anybody that hates the Wienermobile
I
or
can't
hates.
imagine
And
it.
if they do, get them out of your life immediately.
That's a good barometer of whether or not somebody should be in your life or not, is if they hate the Wienermobile.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Goldfish car, though. It's pretty awesome. Have you?
Wait, Goldfish Crackers has a car?
Goldfish has a car, and it's a massive fish that drives by it. It's awesome.
I've never seen that.
Also, shout out to the Peanut Mobile, which is great.
Classic.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay. Have you seen the Kiss Mobile?
Kiss what? Like the
Like
band?
Hershey Kisses.
They have, oh my, everybody's got a vehicle?
I don't think you guys are up to date on the fun vehicle.
No, and
crew.
you'd think this would be my ballpark, given
I
that I
know.
love mascots.
No.
Oh
This
my
is my
God.
ballpark.
Hold on.
What?
I just saw a picture of the Goldfish Mobile.
Awesome, right?
Holy cow, is it cool?
I know.
Oh my God.
It's a really big goldfish. It has sunglasses.
It kind of looks like a weirdly modified Tesla truck, whatever those trucks are called.
Cybertruck?
Cybertruck. But it looks way cooler. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that one's
interesting.
great. Kiss Mobile's cute.
Yeah.
Mr. Peanut's ride is nice. These are just happy things. These are a few of my favorites.
You can choose to be angry or happy. And those are Kenzie's happy things. Here's Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. Woody Harrelson turned 63 today. His party, as always, BYOB. Bring your own bong. Ryan Seacrest began taping Wheel of Fortune. The game is different with a younger host. When you buy a vowel, he accepts Venmo. A couple in Kuwait divorced 3 minutes after they exchanged vows. Married people have a term for them, the lucky ones. And Black Sabbath guitarist Tony Iommi is releasing a second signature cologne. Ozzy Osbourne has a coloring book coming out. Maybe you'll get them for Christmas if you worship Santa. This is not headline news.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.